And a good evening, everybody, from Roseville Area High School up here on the north side of Highway 36 in Roseville. Welcome to Suburban East Conference Girls Basketball tonight here on TJSportsOnline.net. Tonight is the Stillwater Ponies, winners of 6 out of their last 7 games and solidly in third place right now in the SEC, taking on the conference leaders, the Roseville Raiders, and they are 14-3 right now in conference. That is the matchup here tonight. Should be a very good contest. Roseville won the opening meeting at Stillwater by 7 points back on December 12th. Our broadcast here tonight is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater.
Hi, I'm Adam Nyberg with Coldwell Banker Burnett. If you've ever been curious about a possible career in real estate, please contact me today. I'd love to talk with you.
Thank you, to Adam Nyberg and Anita White and the staff at Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty, 651-329-5514. This is your prep basketball preview. Again, we're broadcasting on TJSportsOnline.net. This game is one of about 10 games that we're broadcasting for the Ponies, featuring girls and boys basketball and girls and boys hockey. In fact, our next broadcast of Stillwater Pony Sports will be a week from Friday, on that 9th of February, as we'll head over to Eastridge. Pony boys basketball team taking on the Raptors. And then the following week on Tuesday, February 13th, we'll feature Stillwater boys hockey at St. Thomas Academy. Again, this is our pep basketball preview. And it's time now for the coaches section. And first of all, a visit with head coach Willie Taylor of the Ponies. And our prep basketball preview continues tonight. The SEC big battle, Stillwater and Roseville. Chance to visit with head coach Willie Taylor of the Ponies. And 6 of the last 7. This team coming of age, young man.
I didn't realize it was 6 of the last 7. We're just doing one at a time.
What has been the key to the success here the last month and a half?
I think the biggest thing for us is our kids are young, and they're getting smarter about basketball. Before, if their player left to set a back pick on someone, we went right with them. We set a double back pick. So now we're getting smarter. I think that's the biggest thing.
And being that young, but actually this point of the season, they're another year wiser and older when it comes to basketball skills.
They are, and we're going to continue to improve because right now we're starting to play Amber Scalia a little bit more, and she's getting better each game.
What has been the most promising aspect of the play of your team the last month?
I think the biggest difference for us right now is we're starting to make shots. The last time we played Roseville, we made 17 out of 61 shots, and I'm hoping that we do better today.
All right, Roseville, you lost at home against them, and what did you take out of that game?
Like I just said, I think that we didn't shoot the ball well. Roseville plays good defense. They're well coached. He does a good job, and we have to just come ready to play.
Are you going to see that zone press like I saw in the JV game?
The zone press?
Or the full court press.
From Roseville?
Yeah.
I hope so.
All right, and what do you expect here tonight?
I'm expecting for them to play like Roseville play. I think they're going to play tough defense. We have to execute, and we have to make shots. And the biggest thing, we have to block them out and not control the inside, but manage the inside better than we did last time.
All right, this is game 2 of possibly 3 meetings this year when it comes to Section 4 a little bit later on. Last broadcast we had, Megan went down. I wanted to ask how she's doing.
First, they're not in our section, so this will be it. I think Megan's done for the season. I think she fractured some bones in her foot, so we're hoping that she recovers. But she's at every practice, and now she's helping us coach. So we're better. We're still getting better with Megan.
Yeah, she was a bright spot in your lineup. Well, Willie, best of luck to you the rest of the way, and we'll talk down the road.
All right, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Again, that is Willie Taylor, head coach of the Stillwater Ponies. Our first guest here on the coaches section of our prep basketball preview here on the TJSportsOnline.net. The Stillwater Ponies, as mentioned, coming in with a record of 11-7. They are 6-4 overall. And those 6 wins out of the last 7. They beat Eastridge, White Bear Lake, and Mountview. Lost that game that we had a chance to broadcast over at Cretin-Durham Hall back on the 17th of January. But then a win at Princeton, home against Forest Lake, and won by 13. And their last outing, they won by 11 over Woodbury. After tonight, the Ponies will be back home at the stable on Friday night, taking on Park Cottage Grove. Still on their schedule, Eastridge, White Bear Lake, Monsville, Cretin-Durham Hall, and St. Francis. And we have good news. The JV won again. Getting a little concerned when the Ponies got down 8-1 in the first couple minutes of the JV game, but they came back and pulled away and won by a score of 48-37. Pony basketball here on TJ Sports Online tonight, brought to you by Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in the St. Croix Valley. Time now for our visit with Jeff Crosby, head coach of the Roseville Raiders. And our prep basketball preview continues tonight here from Roseville. SEC girls basketball tonight here on TJSportsOnline.net. Chance to meet for the first time, visit with this young man, Jeff Crosby, the head coach of the Roseville Raiders. And let's talk a little bit about your season. And this young team seems to be growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, each and every day the kids are working hard. We always talk about attitude and effort. Give great attitude, give maximum effort, and they're doing it most days. Some days not as much because it is a young group, but we're coming along nicely, yes.
Yeah, a lot of learning lessons in practice.
Lots of learning lessons in practice, learning lessons in games. Fortunately, we're learning our lessons with victories.
And these freshmen and sophomores, at this point of the year, they're maybe mentally, at least basketball-wise, another year older, and they're starting to get into the feel of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. We're 17 ball games in, so we're getting to the last stretch, getting ready for February, getting ready for playoffs. So you're not young anymore. You've played enough basketball at this point this season.
First go around was Stillwater over there, and you won by 7. What did you take out of that game?
They're a good team. Willie does a nice job coaching them. Sarah Scally, heck of a player. Alexis Pratt, heck of a player. Two good guards that can score at any time from anywhere. They'll shoot it deep. So we just have to make sure we're ready for that as far as pressuring the ball, not losing them, and then making sure everybody knows where those other two are at so we don't lose them.
Well, Jeff, tell us a little bit more about your program and what are the numbers and skill level look at the lower levels, the JV and the B squad?
Fortunately for us, our numbers are up this year. Overall, we're in the low 40s to total numbers. B squad are about 11 kids and freshmen at about 12, which is nice. We've had years where B squad is a lot lower. I know numbers are dropping overall, but we've been able to kind of hang tight and kind of stay in our low 40s overall. We would like to get more, but this is where we're at.
All right, these three teams with Stillwater and Cretin-Durham Hall and Roseville, that's cream of the crop, I guess, in the SEC.
Yes, yeah, right now definitely we're all playing well. We didn't play Cretin the second time go around. We had the snow day last week, so we'll match up with them next week. But it's big for us this week. Stillwater this week, and right behind them is Woodbury. Play Woodbury on Friday, and then Cretin next Tuesday.
All right, and I have been corrected by Willie, but you're in Section 5. That means Centennial, Champlain Park, and you are the top 3 maybe seeds?
Yeah, it looks like that right now. We had a fortunate win against Centennial by 1 overtime at our holiday tournament. Since then, Centennial got after it, and they've been smoking people left and right, including Champlain Park last week, and Champlain Park's a heck of a team. So it's going to be a battle here. The next 8, 9, 10 games for each program, depending we have left, will really settle in regards to who's going to be 1, 2, 3, possibly even 4 Park Centers, and they're creeping in at 4 right now.
All right, Jeff, I gotta admit, I'm on a scouting trip too. For head coach Ted Reverse, I need some more people coming to Augsburg. I've been the voice of Augie basketball for about 15 years, so hopefully we got a couple of players out here that can wear the maroon and gray.
Yes, I know Ted's been to a lot of games last year. One girl ended up going to a different school, but he's been around. Him and I have chatted a little bit, and he's doing a nice job at Augsburg. So if he can continue to do what he's doing, consistently get some kids, he'll continue to get better.
All right, well, Jeff, thanks for the visit, and best of luck to you and your program.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, sir.
Jeff Crosby, the head coach of the Roseville Raiders, here on the pregame show here from TJSportsOnline.net. I'm Tom Wichon, and I beg to apologize. I forgot to mention the guy that puts this all together, gets me on the air. He is Tom number 2, the Silver Fox. I got all kinds of nicknames for him, a couple that I can actually use on the air. I'm talking about Tom Ritchie, and he's alongside here. And with that, I want to thank to Jeff Whistler and his staff here at the high school. And had a chance to, Jeff and I go way back, in fact, he did color with me on the state high school hockey tournament way back in. And Bob Ruxterman, the athletic trainer here at Roseville High School, he and I go back 10, 15 years as well. Good man. Are you looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Nyberg, Branch Vice President with Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater, 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Coldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam at 651-329-5514. The Raiders, as mentioned, 14-3, and in conference they are now 5-2. They're 6-2. Cretin-Durham Hall on top at 8-1. And Roseville and CDH will meet next week. And the Ponies are 6-4. Park Cottage Grove is 6-4. For the Raiders, their 3 losses on the season. They lost at Cretin-Durham Hall the first go round back on December 8th, 67-45. And then just before Christmas, they went on the road to Wayzata and lost to the Trojans 57-45. In the other game, they stubbed their toe against Forest Lake. That Jen Wagner's team defeated the Raiders 53-41. Jeff mentioned after the ninth, they're on the road at Woodbury on Friday. And let's see. I don't have the rest of their schedule. And I'll take that back. I got a pile of notes here. After the Woodbury game, they host Forest Lake on the 9th. And then at Park, at Minnetonka, home to Eastridge, home to Whitebear Lake, and then at Mounds View. And then the Section 5 tournament quarterfinals get underway on Wednesday. That is Wednesday, February 28th. So that is the matchup tonight, Stillwater and Roseville here on TJSportsOnline.net. Other games going on as the teams are taking the floor. Other games going on tonight around the metro area. Andover's at Elk River, Apple Valley at Egan, Burnsville at Lakeville North, Centennial at Maple Grove, Champlain Park at Anoka, Chanhassen at Bloomington, Jefferson, Coon Rapids at Blaine, De La Salle at Hopkins, Eastridge at Cretin-Durham Hall, Eden Prairie at New Prague, Edon at Hill Murray, Farmington at Prior Lake, and Hastings is at Park Cottage Grove. North St. Paul hosting Henry Sibley, Matabidi at Sibley, south of Minneapolis Southwest, more games, Orono and Wayzata, Osseo and Spring Lake Park, Richfield and Chaska. We'll get to some more of those games as we continue along here on the broadcast. The teams are on the floor, and the folks are up for the national anthem. From the home of the Raiders, our national anthem. Good job. And now let's get the starting lineups.
To be introduced alternately. First for the visiting Stillwater Ponies, starting at a forward, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Rachel Houle. For Roseville, starting at guard, a 5'9" junior, captain number 10, Kaylee Nelson. For Stillwater, starting at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 14, Sarah Scalia. For Roseville, starting at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Sarah Hill. For Stillwater, starting at guard, a 5'3" freshman, number 22, Alexis Pratt. For Roseville, starting at forward, a 6'3" freshman, number 23, Tamika Yugas. For Stillwater, starting at forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 31, Grace Cody. For Roseville, starting at a forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 41, Jada Johnston.
We better move, I guess.
Jada. And for Stillwater, Mr. Willie Taylor, and for Roseville, Mr. Jeff Crosby. We also want to welcome the 8th grade Ryla girls here. They're here tonight to support our girls and will be.
All right, thank you very much again for Jeff Crosby It is Jada Hood, a 5'6" junior, averaging 8 points a ballgame. Jada Johnson, a 6'1" sophomore, 13 points a ballgame, their leading scorer. Timmy Ugas, a 6'3" freshman, averaging 9 points a ballgame. Kaylee Nelson, 5'9" junior, captain of the Raiders, and the only senior in their lineup and senior in their entire roster, Sarah Beheld. She's a 5'7" senior, averaging about 6 points a ballgame. And for the Ponies and head coach Willie Taylor, Rachel Hull, our 6' senior, and Liz Ogren, the other senior on the roster, 5'9", averaging 2 points a ball game. By the way, Rachel averaging around 6. Sarah Scalia leading the team at every category. 5'9" junior, averaging 26 points per ball game, leads the team in steals and assists and three-pointers and yada, yada, yada. Alexis Pratt, 5'3" freshman, averaging 19 points a ball game. Grace Cody, 5'10" sophomore, averaging 5 points a ball game. Ball game underway as the tip is controlled by the Raiders, left to right in the front court. And they are wearing the Raider colors, the black and silver. There's a steal by Scalia. Sarah coming back, 2-on-2, pulls up from 3, and it's not going to go. And the rebound on the floor, loose ball. They fight forward and a jump ball. As Ugrass is tied up by a couple of Ponies. And the possession now belongs to Stillwater. As the Ponies will inbound underneath their own boards. And the inbounds pass on the wing for Scalia. Sarah brings it up top. And at the top of the key, there's Grace Cody. In your corner for Alexis. Alexis Pratt, crossover dribble down the left wing to the basket. Shot is blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. And the shot was blocked there by Jada Johnston. And again, Pony basketball. 30 seconds into this first half. And again, the inbounds pass. They go way up top to Pratt. And off the screen from Scalia. They go right wing far side. Cody, Gracie shot good from 3. Grace Cody with a 3. That's her 12th three-pointer of the season. And the Ponies lead by a score of 3-0. As into the front court is the point guard, Jada Hood. Goes left wing far side for Beheld. Coming out to beat the pass, Kaylee Nelson to Beheld. Into the post, into the lane. Pass underneath, low post, leaner, up and in. Jada Johnson with the first 2, averaging 13 points a ballgame. And a 3-2 in favor of the Ponies. As Pratt will walk it into the front court. Ponies in the traveling whites with the red and black trim. And they go off the cutter. Scalia down the right wing. Sarah gets double team. Goes up top. 3 on the way from Liz. It's not going to go. Ogren. And the rebound taken down by Tamia Grass. Ugrass into the front court. From the corner, they go into the post. Knocked away from behind. And out of bounds by Liz Ogren. Liz touched the last no. The Raiders did. 3-2. Stillwater with 16:31 to go here in the first half. Again, the JV won 48-37. As Pratt checks the bench. Willie Taylor, who probably does not sit down more than 10 seconds the whole ball game. He's pacing. And up top of the key, there's Liz Ogren. Scouting. Working against Kaylee Nelson. Sarah down the right wing behind the back dribble. Steps back, three-pointer. It's in and out. Rebound, offensive board by Ogren. And from the 3, it's Grace Cody with a shot. It's not going to go. Second time it belongs to Roseville, coming left to right. Sprinting into the front court is Jada Johnson. High dribble, didn't call it. Pass underneath. Ugrass shot up, no good. Tammy's second free throw or shot is up, and it's no good. And we may have an offensive foul. And we do. And the foul is on Tamia Ugrass, and her first foul on the ball game. And again, it'll be Pony basketball. Winners of 6 of their last 7 and 7 of their last 9. Pratt screen up top from Rachel Hull. Rachel touches the ball for the first time. Hull looking inside to the ridge. 3 on the way, no good by Liz Ogren. And the ball taken away by the Raiders. They have a 3-on-2 coming back into the low post. Underneath, there's Ugrass to the corner. Shot of the way, and Beheld scores. A correction, Kaylee Nelson. And they're going to give her a deuce on that as we have our first lead change of the ballgame. It is 4-3 in favor of the Raiders. Kaylee Nelson averaging about 9 points a ballgame. Pratt, crossover dribble in the lane, double team, steps back, puts one up, and it's blocked on the floor, loose ball, taken away by the Raiders. Coming back, 2-on-2, down the lane, layup by Hood, no good. And the rebound taken away by Scalia. Sarah into the front court, slows things up, goes down the right wing, behind the back dribble, steps back, 15-footer, scores. Scalia averaging 26 points a ball game. She has her first 2. And the Ponies have the lead back at 5-4. 14:40 to go. And there's a steal. They try to go inside. Taken away by Liz Olgren. It's Pony basketball. This game part of a 10-game package featuring the Ponies here on TJ Sports Online. At it. Scouting against Kaylee Nelson off to Pratt. And with her is Jada Hood. Pratt goes off on the wing and off the leg. It's Scouting out of bounds. The Ponies pass a little bit low and off the knees of Sarah. It'll be Roseville basketball. And a substitution. Tiana Iserman, 5'6" sophomore, will come into the ballgame for the Raiders. And also coming in is Josie Haug, a 5'11" sophomore. And off the inbounds pass, here's Iserman, goes into the post for Haug. Back out to Iserman. Tia gets double team, tied up, jump ball, possession belongs to Roseville. Tiana Iserman, again a 5'6" sophomore on this very young team, just the one senior. And that is Sarah Beheld. And the inbounds pass almost a treble by Jada Hood. Hood gets a pick on that far side from Haug. Back up the line to Hood into the lane, out to the ridge. And again, clearing pass back up top. Drea Barnes in the ball game too for the Raiders, 5'7" junior. Raider basketball in the near corner against the Pony man-to-man. Now they trap. Ball knocked away, and we have a pushing foul, either against Pratt or against Liz Ogren. And it's on Alexis. And that is her first foul against the Ponies. 13:43 to go, 5-4. Inbounds pass for Jada Hood. Hood pulls back on the dribble. Looking for Drea Barnes. Scoutia on Hood. Goes inside. Jada's shot is up and no good. Rebound. Partially blocked. Whistle at a foul. And Rachel may get called for that. Rachel Hool may get called for the foul. No, they're going to give it to Grace Cody. That's her first. Second team foul at the line. Shooting two. Free throw up and good by Josie Haug. 5'11" sophomore, averaging 3 points a ball game. We have our first tie. And 5 apiece. Second free throw. Roseville leads 6-5. Haug with a pair of free throws, averaging around 50% for the season. 6-5 Roseville. And Scoutia into the front court. Goes over the top of the skip pass to Rachel Hool. Up top. There's Cody. Grace goes corner near side for Rogren. Baseline on the crisscross. Pulling back on the dribble is Cody. Top of the key. There for Rachel Hool. Off a screen. Rachel goes wing far side for Ogren. In the corner is Pratt. Alexis back up the line. And the Pony taking a little air out of the ball now. Going baseline as Alex pulls up 15-footer. Not going to go. Rebound by Scoutia on the weak side. Sarah steps back. The three. It is no good. And the rebound taken away. Good job by Grace Cody. And from the corner, there's a three by Liz Ogren. Or no good. They're going to give a two. Liz Ogren with a two, averaging 2 points a ball game. And it is Stillwater. We have our third lead change of the ball game. And ball turned over. Rachel Hool with a steal. Scoutia front court, 7-6 Ponies. Bounce pass to the wing. Pratt into the lane. Lace one up. It is no good. Rebound taken down underneath by Josie Haug. It is Roseville basketball. Jada Hood, double team into the lane. Haug shot up and in. Josie Haug with her first field goal. She averages 3 points a ball game. Now has 4. And it's Roseville's third lead of the ball game. At 8-7 as we played 6 minutes of this first half. Pratt with the basketball against Jada Hood. On the wing far side for Liz Ogren. They're playing off of her. Scoutia goes up top. Gets a pick from Rachel Hool. Goes cross court far side. Grace Cody three. It's going to be way short. And the ball is saved. But the pass, loose ball knocked down. And the Raiders have the basketball into the front court. There's a steal taken away by Liz Ogren. Front court 2-on-1. Underneath, layup by Scoutia. Sarah shot no good. Off the feed from Alexis Pratt. And Roseville, the Ponies missed the bunny there. Pressure in the backcourt. Haug in the front court, goes baseline drive, lays it up and in. Correction, that is Jada Johnston with her second field goal. It is 10-7 in favor of the Raiders. They have a 3-point lead, their biggest of the ballgame. Ponies' biggest lead has been 3 as well. Scoutia out of the right wing, free throw line high. Pratt top of the key. Setting the pick is Cody. Down the left wing, Alex double team. Clearing up the line for Cody. Cody looking inside and said, corner, Liz Ogren, 3. Not going to go. And the rebound. Loose ball taken away by the Raiders. Taken down by Johnston. Long down court pass. There for Eiserman. She can't handle the pass. Ponies the basketball. Pratt coming back 1-on-3. Alexis in the lane. Drive. Shot. Block. Whistle. Foul. Alexis Pratt. 3 in front of her. No problem. She tried to split them all. And she got hammered. And it'll be a foul against the Raiders. And it's on Jada Hood, her first foul. And Alexis at the free throw looking for her first point. She's a 68% free throw shooter. Averaging 19 a ball game. She has her first. Alexis, the 5'3" freshman. And it is 10-8. And it is Allison Benning coming into the ball game for the Ponies, the 5'11" freshman. And Sam Betterman, a 5'4" junior, coming in for Roseville. Both coaches substituting freely as Alexis makes the free throw. And the only free throws of the ball game. We've got a 10-9 ball game. As into the front court with the basketball, Kaylee Nelson back in. Ball in the near corner, going inside, high post, shot it away by Ugas, no good. Rebound, take it down by Benning, a hand for Pratt. Alexis, front court, steps back, looking for some help. Pratt goes up top, 3 on the way from long range. It's not going to go. And a shot taken by Tori Shute. Tori, a 5'7" junior. Tori had a great JV game. And the ball went out of bounds, last touch by Stillwater. Kaylee Nelson will bring it up. Ponies to apply a little backcourt pressure. And there's Tori Shute on the defense. They go high post, knocked away, stolen away by the Ponies. Tori coming back into the lane. Out to the ridge for Pratt. Alexis goes baseline, and she was fouled on the way in. Fouled on the way in by Sarah Beheld, and that's her first and third team foul on Roseville. And a substitution is Pratt will get a rest. And Amber Scouting will come into the ball game, the 5'6", 8th grader. So Sarah and Amber both on the floor. And there's Scouting. Goes corner, far side, 3 by Benning. Good! Allison Benning with a 3, averaging 4 points a ball game. She has 3 on that shot. And the Ponies have the lead back. Our 5th lead change. It is 12-10 in favor of the Ponies. Roseville ball in the lane. And getting blocked. There was Josie Haug, and the Ponies with the basketball. Clean block. Ponies right to left. 9:30 to go in the first half. 12-10, Stillwater. There's another 3 from the arc, no good, by Grace Cody. Roseville ball. Kelly Nelson into the front court. Slows things up, waiting for some help. Goes wing far side. Beheld's shot. Sarah's shot is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Stillwater. Suburban East Conference basketball here on TJ Sports Online down at 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference, along with Cretin-Durham Hall right now. Half a game lead. Roseville and Cretin-Durham Hall next week. As Scalia, that's Sarah into the front court. Sarah stops, crossover dribble in the lane, puts one up off glass. It rolls in. Sarah Scalia has her second field goal, and the Ponies have the biggest lead of the ball game at 14-10. They've scored 7 in a row. Front court for Ugas, goes underneath. Wide open layup is good by Josie Haug, and she has 6 points. 14-12 Stillwater. Breaks the string of 7 in a row. Sarah into the front court against Nelson. Stops behind the back dribble. Free throw line, pulls the trigger, and it's short. Rebound on the floor. Loose ball taken away. In the lane, they go inside to the post. Knocked away. As going inside was Tori Shute and had the pass taken away. Kaylee Nelson into the front court, and she palmed the ball. Carried it a little bit off the hip and off the turnover. And coming out of the ball game is Sam Betterman. And coming back in for the Raiders. And Alexis Pratt back in the ball game. And let's see, that was Hood, Jada Hood coming back in the ball game for Roseville. Pratt up top for Rachel Hoole on the wing near side for Amber. This Sarah, the junior and the 8th grader. Sarah down the right wing, steps back, hands it off for Amber. Goes high post and the clearing pass to Rachel Hoole. Hoole, cross-court pass, Pratt. Rachel sets the pick. Pratt down the right wing, steps back, can't get a shot up. And a clearing pass for Sarah Scalia. 7:45 to go, 14-12 Ponies. Scalia down the right wing. And trying to get away from Nelson Kennett. And there's Rachel Hull in the lane. Up top, 3 of the way. Bending shot is going to be way short. And the rebound belongs to Roseville. Take it down by Jada Hood. Hood, long down court pass into the front court. And Sarah Behield. Behield goes post. Pass in the lane. Knocked away by Bending and taken away by Amber. Down court pass for Pratt. Alex steps back beyond the arc. Now goes inside. Drive. Scoop shot up and in. Alexis Pratt with her first field goal, her 4th point. And the Ponies equal their biggest lead at 16-12 with 7:08 to go here in the first half. As Hood, there comes the half-court trap. There's Tamia Ugas in the far corner. Cleared up the line. Nelson gets double team. Corner going inside is Behield. Sarah's pass for Hood goes into the post for Ugas. Tamia clearing up the line. Drive shot knocked away from behind. The dribble knocked away from behind from Jada Johnson, went out of bounds. And it'll be Roseville basketball. As Behield will come out for the Raiders. And coming in is Drea Barnes. And let's see, for the Ponies coming in was Tori Shute. Inbounds pass, low post shot, no good. Ugas back up. Tamia's got her first field goal. Tamia Ugas with her first field goal, the 6'3", ninth grader. 16-14 Ponies. Pratt with the basketball on the right wing. Goes inside, and she was fouled on the way in. Holding call against either Ugas or against Johnston. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Roseville. No, they gave it on Jada. That is her 2nd foul, 4th team foul against the Raiders. And Alexis Pratt going to the free throw line. She has a couple, 2 for 2 at 4 points. Make that 5. Ponies lead, 17-14. And Ellison Benning will come out. And Grace Cody will come back in. Tori Shute, Grace Cody, Alexis Pratt, Amber Scalia, and Sarah Scalia. Second one is good by Pratt. Alexis has 6 points to lead the way. And the Pony lead is 18-14. Pressure in the backcourt. Coming out to meet the pass is Drea Barnes. Barnes, half-court trap. Ball almost a steal by Amber. Raider ball, front court. They pull up from 15. Shot is good by Kelly Nelson. Nelson, her 2nd field goal, her 4th point. And it's 18-16. We're trading deuces. Amber for 3. In and out. Rebound taken down by Grace Cody. Double team. Pass knocked away. Loose on the floor. Taken away by Roseville. As Gracie was all tied up along the baseline on the double team and coughed it up. Nelson in the front court off on that far wing. Pass into the lane. Knocked away. Knocked away by Rachel Hull. Taken away by Amber Scalia and the Ponies. There's Grace Cody from the far corner. Closes it back up the line to Amber. No correction, that's Tori Shute. That's right, Amber's 21, Tori 23. Rachel for 3 from the corner, scores! Rachel Hull averaging 6 points a ball game. That's her first 3. She has 7 3-pointers on the season, and the Ponies have a 5-point lead at 21-16. Underneath, wide open layup is good for Jada Johnston, and she has her 6th point, 21-18. As we're closing in the 5-minute mark of this first half, Alexis Pratt for Rachel Hull against the Rangers. Man-to-man. Hull at the high post, off to Cody. Gracie for 3. It's not going to go. Rebound, and it's on the floor. And last touch by the Raiders. They went out of bounds. Last touch there by Drea Barnes. And Ugas will come on. Nelson will come on for the Raiders. And off the inbounds pass, Sarah Scalia. Out beyond the arc. Bounce pass up top for Grace Cody. Cody playing off of her. Tori Shute 3 on the way. Good! Tori Shute has a 3. That is just her 5th 3-point of the season. But the Ponies now lead by 6 at 24-18. Mentioned Tori had a great JV game. Raider basketball in the front court, left to right. And Pony Sports here on TJ Sports Online. That ball in that far corner for Josie Howard. To the corner for Behield, Clearing pass back up the line. There's Drea Barnes in the near corner. Reiserman goes inside, knocked away and out of bounds. They had Scalia attention last to the Raiders. And they ruled that the Raiders touched that ball last. 24-18, 4 and change 4:14 to go here in the first half. And there's Amber Scalia, Sarah Scalia, Grace Cody, Rachel Houle, and Tori Shute. With the basketball, Grace Cody up top for Sarah. 3, scores! And that is three-pointer number 55 on the season. 7 points, 27-18. The Ponies' lead is now up to 9. And Coach Jeff Crosby will call timeout. Timeout on the floor with 3:55 to go here in the first half. Pony Sports here on TJ Sports Online. Brought to you by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty. Looking to buy or sell a home here in the Twin City area? Contact Adam Nyberg, a branch vice president with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty here in Stillwater. Have an experienced professional to manage your real estate needs today. Adam has been a trusted friend, guide, and leader in the real estate business since 1994. Call Adam Nyberg of Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty at 651-329-5514. Mentioning some of the other games going on tonight. Around the Metro and Girls Basketball, North St. Paul is hosting Henry Sibley. Sibley is hosting Matamidi. South is at Southwest. Orono at Wayzata. Osseo at Spring Lake Park. Richfield at Chaska. Armstrong at Irondale. Raider basketball. And there's Drea Barnes. Barnes goes up top. Kaylee Nelson back in the ballgame against the Pony man-to-man. They go left wing far side. Now on the floor is Sam Betterman. Nelson back in the corner for Betterman. Goes inside of the post. Spin move. Layup is good. Nice spin move underneath. Putting up the 2 with Jada Johnston, and she has 8 points to lead the Raiders. It is 27-20. Yeah, Scalia walks into the front court. Doesn't use the double screen she had there. Scalia back to the basket off to Amber. Free throw line high. Looking inside, nothing there. Clearing pass off to Tori. Tori Shute out near the timeline. Pressured there by Betterman. Tori down the right wing. Double team to the corner for Amber. Amber the screen from Rachel Houle. Now to Grace Cody from the bridge. 3 on the way. Not going to go. And the rebound. And it's going to go out of bounds. And his last touch by the Ponies as we clear the 3-minute mark of this first half. 27-20. And Alexis Pratt will come to the ball game. And a Tori Shute will sit down. And the Ponies continue with pressure in the backcourt. Pratt and Scotty out there. As Nelson into the front court. Snaps the dribble, goes wing far side for Betterman. Sam goes inside, low post underneath, wide open. Johnson scores. Nice movement of the basketball. Jada has 10, 27-22. And the Raiders have scored the last 4 to cut the lead to 5 points. Sarah off a screen from Grace Cody. Pulls it up for 3, scores. Back-to-back threes for Sarah. And she has 10 points, 26 her season average. 56 threes on the year. 30-22. And ball tied up in the front court. Possession arrow belongs to the Ponies. And UGAS will come back in the ball game. And Josie Hogg will sit down for the Raiders. And Alexis Pratt back in the ball game playing the point guard. Ponies by 8. Pratt out near the timeline. On the left-hand dribble goes cross-court near side of Amber. Amber down the wing for sister Sarah. Free throw line. Being watched there by Kaylee Nelson. Cody, Gracie, 3. No good. Rebound back up and off. Third time down. Taken away by Sam Betterman. And it is Raider basketball. Oh, bunting inside. And it rolled off. Roseville basketball front court for Barnes. Freya Barnes. Pass up the line. Kaylee Nelson, Pratt on her. They go to the corner, far side, inside the post, knocked away on the floor, loose ball. Taken away by Rachel Hook. Manages to clear before the tie-up. Here comes Sarah Scalia, 3-on-3 to the wing. Amber, 3, guns, and scores! Amber Scalia. And you heard Coach Taylor talk about her on our pregame. Here it keeps getting better and better. She's just an 8th grader. 33-22. The Ponies now lead by 11. Sammy Betterman for the Raiders. As we're closing into the 1-minute mark of the half. Kayla Nelson on the wing far side. Off in that corner for UGAS. Tamia clears it back up the line. There's Nelson. Back inside Tammy. Off the pass. Knocked away from her by Sarah Scally and out of bounds. And it'll be the Raiders to inbound underneath their own boards. B held in the ball game. Johnson in the ball game. UGAS in the ball game. Nelson in the ball game. and Betterman in the ball game. And now Tori Shute will come back in for the Ponies, and Amber Scotty will sit down. Both teams using about 10 so far off the bench. Inbounds pass up top for Kaylee Nelson. 33-22 in favor of the Ponies. High post for UGass, the 5'6" freshman. They pass down the wing, knocked away by Scotty, but picked up, and then Sarah comes back forward and may have gotten called for a hand check. Sarah Scotty went for the steal, couldn't get to it, then came back and got it the second time. Sarah will pick up her first foul. Third team foul on the Ponies. Beheld will get it in. Katie Nelson off a pick from UGass. Launches a three. It's going to be way short. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. Ponies can go for the last shot of the half. 35.3 seconds to go. And Amber Scotty will come in. Tori Shute will sit down for Stillwater. And with this last shot, Coach Taylor wants to get his three-point gunner shot there. Alexis clears half court, picked up immediately by Nelson, goes inside, stops and pops from 15, backs it in. And Alexis has come on to score 8 points here in the half. Sarah has 10, 35-22. The Ponies have a 13-point lead. They were down 10-7 at 1 point. Pass into the post. Hool on Johnson. UGass shot. Tamia shot up, no good. And the rebound on the floor, and we have a whistle and a holding call. Either Cody or Rachel Hool will pick up the foul. And they're going to give it to Rachel, and that is her first foul, 14th foul. And it'll be an inbounds pass, not in the act of shooting. 5.9 on the clock. And into the corner is Kelly Nelson. Nelson up the line, goes inside. Tout to Mia, turnaround, shot up, and no good to the buzzer. And we played 18 minutes. Your score at halftime. And it is Stillwater 35. And Roseville 22. The Ponies winners of 6 of their last 7. Down 10-7. And that was their biggest deficit. Have come back to score 25. The next, let's see, 20. They outscore the Raiders 25-12. This broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net, brought to you by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty. Again, the number there is 651-329-5514. Taking a look at the totals. First of all, for Roseville, Jada Hood, the point guard, did not score. Jada Johnston, the 6'1" sophomore, finished the first half with 10. Tamia UGass with a deuce. Kaylee Nelson with a couple field goals for 4. Josie Haug had 2 field goals and 2 for 2 from the line. The only free throws for the Raiders. She had 6 points. And that's it. The foul situation for Roseville. Jada Hood has 2. Tamia UGass with 1. And 1 foul against Sarah Beheld. For the Ponies, Rachel Hool had a 3. And that is her 7th three-pointer of the season. Half her season average of 6 points per ball game. Allison Benning hit a 3. Her 9th three-pointer of the season. Liz Ogren with a deuce. Sarah Scotty missed her first few shots, but then come on, hit a couple of field goals and a couple of threes. First half total of 10. Three-pointers now 56. Alexis Pratt, slow start, but 4 for 4 from the line. 2 field goals. She has 8 points. And Grace Cody hit a 3, and Tori Shute hit a 3. And Amber Scotty hit a 3. So the Ponies had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 three-pointers in the first half. Foul situation for the Ponies. Hool has 1. Sarah Scotty has 1. Alexis Pratt has 1. Grace Cody has 1. Mentioned the JB game. And the Ponies got down 8-1. But after that, they made a great comeback and won 48-37. The standings right now here in the SEC. Creighton Durham Hall on top at 8-1, 12-3 overall. Roseville 6-2. Stillwater 6-4. Park Cottage Grove 6-4. The Wolfpack, they are 14-4 overall. Woodbury with just 4 losses. Then Forest Lake, White Bear Lake, Miles View, and East Ridge. Mentioned the other games going on tonight. And in the boys basketball. And let's see, we've got Mounds View at White Bear Lake tonight. Take a look at the rest of the schedule. And South St. Paul is at Tartan tonight. Stillwater is hosting Roseville. The boys are. Simley is at Matamita. There is some hockey games going on tonight. In the boys hockey, Park is at Forest Lake. South St. Paul at Minneapolis. And Roseville is at Tartan. In girls hockey tonight, White Bear Lake at Cretin-Durham Hall, Eastridge at Roseville, Mosby at Woodbury, and Park Cottage Grove is at Stillwater. That's the hockey schedule here on this Tuesday night. Reminder, this game is one of 10 broadcasts where we are featuring the Stillwater Ponies. We also have some 10 games featuring Cretin-Durham Hall. In fact, our next Raider broadcast will be on Saturday, February 10th, when the Raiders will be hosting De La Salle in a doubleheader. The girls game at 5:30 and the boys game at 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, big ball game tonight for the Raiders, the number 1 team in the state. In boys basketball, they are taking on Eastridge at home tonight. This is the halftime show from TJSportsOnline.net. I want to mention some of the other events going on the calendar for the Roseville Raiders. Mentioned girls basketball, the Raider boys basketball team again at Stillwater tonight, home to Woodbury. And then next Friday the 9th, they are at Forest Lake. The Raider boys hockey team coming off back-to-back wins, beating Hopkins 1-0 and Stillwater 4-1. They're at Tartan, and they're playing tonight out there in Oakdale. And the Raider girls hockey team, they are taking out Eastridge tonight over at the Roseville Arena. And then they have White Bear Lake. That's right, this is the final week of girls high school hockey. Coaches' meetings are coming up on Sunday before they set the section tournaments. Girls hockey, mentioned the schedule. And the Roseville wrestling team. And let's see, their next action will be on Saturday, Thursday, February 1st, when they travel to Eastridge. Wrestling team for the Raiders have a 4-17-1 record on the season. For the Stillwater Ponies on their schedule, mentioned the girls basketball team, and they will be hosting Park Cottage Grove on Friday night. They have home game with Eastridge at White Bear Lake. Home to Monsby and Cretin-Durham Hall and St. Francis finished the season with 3 straight home games. The boys basketball team hosting Roseville tonight at Park on Friday the 2nd. At Eastridge on the 9th, we'll have that game for you. Then hosting White Bear Lake at Monsview at CDH. And home to Forest Lake on the 27th. We'll have that game for you here on TJSportsOnline.net on Friday, March 2nd. And the season at Woodbury. Pony hockey team, after losing 2 in a row, we had a chance to broadcast the Eden Prairie game here the other night. Then come back and they lose to Roseville by a score of 4-1. Thursday, they will be at Woodbury, out at Bielenberg, or Healthy Sports Center, whatever they call it now. Home to White Bear Lake on Saturday, February 3rd, then at Forest Lake, hosting Cretin-Durham Hall. Tuesday, February 13th, the boys hockey team will be at St. Thomas Academy, and we'll have that game for you. And then home to Eastridge and to Holy Family. Stillwater girls hockey team lost a heartbreaker to White Bear Lake 2-1 last Saturday. And tonight again, hosting Park Cottage Grove at the Blizzard Rink, St. Croix Valley Rec Center. Then they have one game on Saturday, February 3rd, as they will be hosting Mosby. The girls right now in the season 8, 12, and 3. Again, the section meetings will be coming up, or section seating meetings will be coming up this weekend. Also on the Pony sports calendar going on today, earlier today, at Afton Alps, the varsity alpine skiing meet, featuring the rest of the Suburban East Conference. The swimming and diving team is hosting Eastridge at the Woodbury Middle School today. And on Wednesday, Nordic ski team varsity meet on Wednesday tomorrow. That'll be at the Lake Elmo Park Reserve. And again, they will be featuring the rest of the Suburban East Conference. The Stillwater gymnastics team, number 1 ranked in the state. They'll be hosting Monsview, and that will be on Thursday, February 1st. And that'll be at the high school. Swimming and diving for the boys, 3rd ranked in the state right now. And they will be taking on Park Cottage Grove at the Cottage Grove Middle School. Some of the events on the sports calendar for the Ponies, for the Roseville Raiders. And taking a look at their calendar, in addition to the 5 sports we mentioned. See if we can find Gymnastics and mentioned the ski teams are both in action. The conference meets. And how about gymnastics? And Wish has got about a 10-page schedule here. And still scanning the 7 pages here. And let's see. I can't find anything. All right. We'll go to the Suburban East Conference website and click on the schedule for Roseville. The Ponies are back on the floor. 33-22 our score here at halftime. Take a look during the second half, some of the rankings in the state of Minnesota. Here in the girls basketball. And let's see if we have any scores. And it popped up on the basketball hub. And nothing in as of yet. I think we lost connection on the internet. Again, leading the way for the Ponies. Scally with 10. And Alexis Pratt with 8 for the Ponies. Again, 7 3-pointers here in the first half. 35-22. 13-point lead, biggest of the ballgame. We had one tie during the game. We had 5 lead changes. Roseville led on 3 different occasions, and their biggest lead was 3. And thanks to Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in the St. Croix Valley for providing sponsorship of a broadcast here tonight. I'm Tom Merchant, Tom Ritchie on camera here tonight as the Raiders make their way back on the floor. First time these two teams met back in December, and the Raiders won 54-47. Ponies a bit of a slow start, but boy, have they come on, especially hitting from long range. 3-pointers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different young ladies have hit threes. Scally has 2 of those. Here's the buzzer. We're going to play another 18 minutes. Suburban East Conference hockey here on TJSportsOnline.net. Coach Taylor will bring on. Here's Liz Ogren, Sarah Scalia, Alexis Pratt, Grace Cody, and Rachel Houle. It'll be Pony basketball coming left to right for the red, white, and black. Pratt walks into the front court, being met by Jada Hood. Off to Sarah. And on her is Nelson. They go left wing, far side. Pratt. Free throw line high. Steps back. Can't get a shutter. Clears it back up top for Scala. Goes right wing. Grace Cody. 3. It's not going to go. And Jada Hood with a rebound. Hood on the floor along with Beheld. Johnston. And Tamia Ugrass. Underneath, low post. Tamia, look what I found. Shot up and they're going a little bit too far underneath. And the board taken down by the Ponies. Scally up front court. The pick from Rachel Houle. Up on that left wing far side. Pratt, free throw line high. Rachel Houle coming out to meet the pass. Grace Cody on the right wing free throw. Cross court far side. Pony taking the air out of the ball a little bit. Pratt in possession looking inside, but they're all over Rachel Houle. Houle comes out to meet the pass. Works it back up the line. Cody, top of the circle. For Liz Ogren. Played a minute of the second half. They go baseline, far side. Cody in the lane. Gracie turns, shoots. It's off the glass. Still good. Rebound taken away by Ugrass. And to me, it's outlet pass. Jada Hood in the front court for Viheld. Ugrass, tallest player on the floor at 6'3", and she's just a freshman. Just one senior on this Raiders squad. They go inside post. Shot no good. Ugrass the rebound. Back up. No good. Third time down. Taken away by Scalia. Sarah, 3-on-3. Coming back. We're looking for some help. Stops. Hesitation dribble. Goes baseline. Double team. Up the line. Gracie for 3. No good. And it's been feast or famine for Cody. And that time she missed the 3-pointer. It is Raider basketball. Beheld down to the right wing. Free throw line high. And on her is Scalia. Clearing pass for Tamia Ugas. And hit 6-3 against 5-3. The matchup there. Jada Hood against that opponent. Now looks like a 2-3 zone by the Ponies. in the corner for Jada Johnston, the leading scorer. They go inside for Jada Hood. Hands it off. Ugas shot up at it. Tamia has her 4th point, her 2nd field goal, 35-24. Pony basketball in the front court. Baseline shot up and no good from the corner. And the rebound belongs to Roseville. Pass inside. Stolen away. Coming back for the steal is Scotty. Down court. Rachel, the bunny, is good. Great outlet pass. Rachel Hool has her 2nd field goal and her 5th point. 37-24. And the Ponies with the basketball. Scally on the front court. The pick from Rachel Hool. Behind the back dribble, goes inside. Lost the handle on it. Whistle, and we have a foul inside against the. And it's Tamia Ugas picking up her 2nd foul.
Josie Howe back in for Roseville.
And Pratt off the inbounds pass, working against Hood. And Liz Osgren now with possession for Grace Cody. Cody free throw line, pulls the trigger and scores. And as Grace, she has her 2nd field goal, her 5th point. 39-24. The Ponies are their biggest lead, 15 points here in the 2nd half. And the Raiders in the Oakland Raider color scheme. Now in the ball game is Drea Barnes off Reiserman. That is Tiana Eiserman. They go low post. Layup underneath is up and in by Jada Johnston. And she has 12 points. 39-26. Pratt front court. Top of the K3. Scores! And she gets in the act. There is a 3-pointer number 8 tonight for the Ponies. 41-26. And from the corner, a 3 on the way by Eiserman. It's not going to go. Rebound, fought for underneath. Johnson, shot blocked. Rebound 3rd time, back up and in. Offensive board put up by Eiserman. Tiana picking up her 1st field goal. And it's 41-28. Pony lead is down to 13. Low post Scouty out to the corner for Cody. Up top, Hool, catch and release. It is good. Rachel Hool with a 3. She's got 2 3-pointers. 5 points this half, 8 for the ball game. And the lead is 16 for the Ponies. Their biggest lead. In the corner, Eiserman, high post. There for Josie Howd. Jada Good against Alexis Pratt. Goes into the post. Johnston on the dribble drive. Kicks it to the corner. 3 for Eiserman. It's no good. Rebound Johnson, low post, in the lane. Spin, lays it up and in. Jada Johnston, 6'1" sophomore. A force to be reckoned with here in the SEC the next couple of years. 44-30. And we have a pushing foul inside against the Raiders. And it's Andrea Barnes. That is her 1st foul. Kaylee Nelson will come in. Camilla Grass will come back in. And for the Raiders, sitting down will be Eiserman and Haug. Pony basketball, Pratt, Scouty, Cody, Hool, and Ogren, the original 5. Off a pick, Hool, free throw line high, almost traveled. Cody out of the wing, shot from 15, it's not going to go. And the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch by Stillwater. As walking it up is Jada Hood, 5'6" junior. And senior members of the squad, they have just the 1 senior. And that is Sarah Behal. Pass into the post, whistle, and a foul inside, a holding call against either Hool or Liz Ogren. Oh, an offensive foul. And a foul against the Raiders. And Josie Howd will pick up the foul, her 1st foul. 3rd team foul against Roseville here in the 2nd half. We shows 12:30 to go, 44-30. And looks like the Raiders going to pick him up about half court now, giving ground grudgingly. Haven't seen a press so far. Scoutia, crossover dribble, behind the back, goes inside, lane, baseline, Cody, up and good. As Cody has made her last 2 field goals, she has 7 points, and it's 44-30. And pass inside. And Kaylee Nelson hitting a deuce, and that is their 6th point, 44-32. Ponies out near the timeline. Scalia. Amber's in the ball game now. Amber's Scalia. And they play a 3-guard weave. Cody, free throw line high. Goes baseline for Houle. Rachel 3. It's in and out. Rebound taken down by Jada Hood. Hood sprints into the front court. Around a pick, goes inside. Lays it up and in. Oh, what a drive. Jada Hood, her first field goal of the ball game. And it's 45-34. And a 16-point lead is now down to 11. We have 11:30 to go. Scalia against Kaylee Nelson down the right wing. Lays it up, no good, but she was fouled. A foul, I believe, on Josie Hogg. That should be a shooting foul. And Johnson coming back in the ball game, and Drea Barnes will come back in. And the foul. Foul is on Josie Hogg, her 2nd foul. Sarah Scalia going to the free throw line. Scoreless here in the second half, 10 points to lead the Ponies. At the line, she is a 86% free throw shooter, makes the free throw. And the Ponies are 5 for 5 from the line. And it's 46-34. And officials timeout over the table. Clock shows 11:24 to go. And Sarah's 2nd free throw is up and also good. A dozen points for the 5'9" junior. 49-34. The lead is back up to 15. Katie Nelson in the front court for Jada Johnston. Out of the wing near side. There is Barnes. Drea against Pratt. Good defense by Alexis. They go corner for UGAS. Clearing pass back up the line. As they reload, the Raiders do. Nelson using up the dribble. For Barnes, goes baseline near corner for Johnson, way away from the basket. Jada works it back up the line, goes into the lane, kicks it off to Nelson. Again, good defense by the Ponies in that far corner for UGAS. Tamia's pass almost picked off. Tamia skips it up top. There is Tiana Betterman. Nelson, free throw line, pulls up, shot good. Nelson picking up her 4th field goal, her 8th point. 49-36, 10.5 minutes to go. Pratt, Amber, and Sarah, Houle, and Cody on the floor for the Ponies. This young Pony team. Amber Scotty, just an 8th grader. Down the wing for Sarah. Launches it from long range. It's not going to go. Rebound, loose ball, and it's taken away. Whistle, and we have a traveling call against Drea Barnes. And the Raider faithful right down below us not too happy with that call. He was borderline. 49-36. And D. Hill will come back in. Hood will come back in. Barnes will sit down. And UGAS will come out. And Josie Hogg will come back in. Amber Scouted came out of the ball game. Here's off the inbound. Sarah up and in. Beautiful inbounds play. And Sarah has 14. 51-36. The lead is 15. We cleared the 10-minute mark. Low post, Hood into the lane. Knocked away on the floor. Taken away by the Raiders. Hood against Sarah Scanley on the matchup there. Hood ball backs up on the dribble. Hood off of the wing for Kayla Nelson. Here's Jada Johnson into the lane. Cut off there by Houle. Corner for Nelson. Working against Cody. Into the post. Johnson goes inside. Lays it up and off. Rebound. Fought for. Back up by Hogg. No good. But we have a whistle and a shooting foul to be called against the Ponies. It'll be a 2-shot foul. And the foul is on Rachel Houle, and that is her 2nd foul. First foul against the Ponies here in the second half. Josie Howe going to the line. She's a 50% free throw shooter, but now 3 for 3 tonight. Ponies are 6 for 6. The Raiders are 3 for 3 from the line. 51-37. Second free throw is also good. And the lead is 13. Pony basketball. Rachel Houle skips it over the top, far side for Cody. Far corner for Pratt. Alexis goes baseline. It's cut off, goes back inside anyway. Leaves it up and no good. The rebound belongs to Jada Hood and the Raiders. Jada into the front court for Johnston. Wing near side for Kaylee Nelson. Nelson works it back up the line. Nelson looking inside. Ponies bit of a 2-3 zone now. Howell going baseline. Goes cross court to the bounce pass. Up top for Hood. Head fake. Doesn't get a shut up. To Nelson. Goes inside. Howell lays it up and out. Josie Howell got the entry pass. She has 10. Came in averaging just 3 points a ball game. And it's 51-40, an 11-point lead. There's Alexis Pratt. Just crosses the timeline now. Your Raiders coming up all the way to the half-court line of Prussia. Rachel Houle with the basketball. Cleaves off on the wing for Scalia. Sarah behind the back dribble. Goes back inside. Stripped away. Great steal by Hood. Raider basketball. Jada Hood, front court. Goes inside. Lays it up. And good. And it counts. And a chance for a three-point play. Jada Hood with just her 4th point. And the lead is down to single digits for the first time in quite a while. And Rachel Houle will pick up her 3rd foul, 2nd this half. And it'll be Drea Barnes coming in. Kaylee Nelson will sit down. Jada with shooting 1, chance for a 3-point play, has 4 points. And first free throw missed of the night. Rebound belongs to Scalia. Sarah, front court, hesitation dribble, goes baseline, puts it up, no good, but she was fouled in the act, and that'll be a 2-shot foul coming up for Sarah. And for Drea, that is her 2nd foul. Scalia with 14 tonight. I mentioned 86% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. She leads the team in scoring average, 3-pointers, steals, and assists. 52-42. 15-16. 16 points for Sarah. And we have a timeout on the floor. Clock shows 8:11 to go in this battle for supremacy here in the Suburban East Conference, along with Cretan Durham Hall. Our broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net, brought to you by Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. Looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Nyberg, the branch vice president with Caldwell Banker. 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Caldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam at 651-329-5514. Also have to mention Nia White on staff, as she has, her number is 651-392-5481. 8:11 to go in this one. Again, the Pony girls hockey team in action tonight. 2 games remaining on their regular season before the playoffs get underway. And under the break, and it will be Raider basketball. Ponies with some pressure in the backcourt. They give it into Jada Hood. Hood out there with Drea Barnes. Josie Hogg, Jada Johnston. Into the lane is Hood. Double teamed out to the ridge. Johnson way away from the high post. Goes inside, double teamed to the corner. Hood 3, launches, it's not going to go. The rebound take it down. And over the back coming Josie Hogg. She came over the back of Allison Benning now in the ball game. Allison, the 5'11" freshman for the Ponies. 16 foul. And now Amber Scally will come back in. And sitting down after a short shift is Tori Shute. And I think Amber may have stepped into the backcourt before she got the pass off. Turnover against the Ponies. 53-42. Inbounds pass for Roseville underneath their own board. Down by 11. Into the low post. Johnston. Left-hand hook up and no good. Rebound over the back. Either Benning or Howell. And I believe it's on Allison. The 3rd team fouled against the Ponies. And it is on Allison. That's her first foul. It'll be an inbounds pass for the Raiders. One more foul on Roseville. Ponies will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And Kaylee Nelson back in the ballgame from the near corner. Launches a three. It's not going to go. Rebound taken down by Allison Benning. And she was fouled there by Josie Hogg. Allison ripped it away out of Josie's hands. And a holding call against Hogg. And there is team foul number 7. 1-on-1 at the other end for Allison Benning. Allison hit a three in the first half. One of 7 3-pointers by 6 different players. Allison averaging 4 points a ball game. Can tie it right here. Her season average. Free throw up. Free throw is good. And the Ponies 9 for 9 tonight from the line. 54-42. So makes the front end of the 1-on-1. Second for Alley is up and good again. 10 for 10 for the charity stripe. And Tori Shute will come in. Amber Scally will sit down. Pony lead is back up to 13. Clock shows 7:40 to go. Pressure in the backcourt by Pratt at Benning. Here comes the half-court trap. Skip pass into the front court for Jada Hood. Into the lane for Hogg. Josie kicks it out to the ridge. Hood, three. It's not going to go. Rebound on the floor. Loose ball. Taken away by Viheld. Sarah shot is up and in. Viheld on the offensive board. Her first point tonight came in averaging 6. 55-44. Ponies looking for their 7th win in their last 8 games and their 12th overall. And their 7th in conference. Scalia. Sarah free throw line high. Cross-court pass, far side for Pratt. Alexis, three. Correction is Tori Shute up and in. 22 or 23, not 22. A three-pointer for Tori Shute. She has 2 3-pointers tonight, 6 points, 58-44. And the Ponies now with 10 3-pointers tonight. In the near corner, Kayla Nelson. Raider front court into the post for Hogg. To the high post for Jada Johnson. Back inside for Hogg. Knocked away by Benning and taken away by Shute. For Scaldi into the front court. Long NBA three. And scores. Oh, my. She hit that one from 35 feet. She had 3 3-pointers tonight. And 9 points this half. 19 in the ballgame. 61-44. Pony lead is up to 17. That's the biggest of the ballgame. And we have a timeout on the floor called with 6:22 to go. In girls high school basketball around the state of Minnesota. And in Class 4A, Eastview, the Lighting undefeated. They're number 1. Followed by Wayzata. They had a Roseville, one of their 3 losses. Hopkins, number 3. Then Lakeville North. St. Michael, Albertville, Champlain Park, Centennial. Those 2 teams will be battling Roseville for Section 5 supremacy. Freedom Durham Hall is number 8. Then Roseville, number 9. And then Park Center. In Class 3A, Robbinsdale Cooper, the Hawks are ranked number 1. Northfield, number 2. The Matamidi Zephyrs, number 3. Then De La Salle, we'll see them here in about a week and a half. Holy Angels, number 5 in Class 3A. Wilmer, number 6. Then Hutchinson, Waseca, Chisaga Lynx, and the Red Wing Wingers. In Class 2A, the Main Shooters of Sauk Center are undefeated. 15-0. Number 2 is Dilworth, Glen, and Felton. Maranatha Academy is number 3, followed by Rush City, Minnehaha Academy. Roseville, Stewartville, Holy Family, Norwood Young America, Tracy Milroy Ballantyne. Mentioned Maranatha, I guess a new conference is going to be formed here in a couple of years. Concordia Academy and St. Agnes and Maranatha Academy, New Life Academy, and others. They're going to call it the Skyline Conference. Skyline Conference, it takes me back to my high school days when Park Cottage Grove was in the old Skyline Conference. Long time ago. Yeah, pressure by the Raiders in the backcourt. They get it into Alexis Pratt. Again, it's 61-46. Pratt through a double team. Lost the ball. And coming back the other way. Here comes Barnes. Drea's shot is up and in. Steal and a deuce for Drea Barnes. Their first field goal. And it is 61-48. This time we've got a foul in the backcourt. Scally gets bumped down the way down the floor by Kayla Nelson. Scally will go to the free throw line. Nelson with their first foul of the ball game. And bonus time 101 for Sarah at the free throw line. Again, let's see, 5-9 this half, 19 in the ball game, 4 for 4 from the line, 3 3-pointers, 61-48. Free throw is good. And the Ponies are now 11 for 11 from the line. It's outscored the Raiders by 7 points from the charity stripe. And Coach Taylor's going to go to the bench, and here comes Delaney Wagner, the 5'10 sophomore, to come in. Wagner will come in, and Grace Cody will sit down. 14-point lead for the Ponies. Just short of 6 minutes to go. Sarah makes the second free throw. And she has 21 points, 26 her season average. Into the front court is Drea Barnes, gets double teamed. They go wing for Hood. In the corner, Nelson, three, long range, not going to go. Rebound taken down by the Raiders. Hood back inside, drive, lays it up and in. Jada Hood got a step on the defender, has 6 points all this half, 63-50. 5:40 to go. And Skelly behind the back dribble. Half-court trap, and it's knocked away, and a 10-second call foul. Hood will get called for the reach in, trying to go for the steal. And that'll send Sarah to the free throw line again. 5:37 to go. And Josie Hong will come out. And Tiana Iserman will come back in for the Raiders. 6 for 6 now for Sarah from the line. Make that 7 for 7. Thirteen straight. 64-50. Second one, good. 13 this half, 23 for the ball game. Pony lead is 15. Going inside, coast to coast. Shot no good by Jada Hood. Pulled down her own rebound. Goes back inside. Goes corner, far side. Baseline drive cut off by Amber Scalia. Up top, high post. Johnson shot, banks it in. Jada Johnson has her 16th point, 6 points this half. Into the lane of Sarah Scalia. Pass for Amber. And was off her hands. Either off her hands or Delaney Wagner's hands. Anyway, a Pony turnover. 65-52, 5:11 to go. As the clock is slowly inching down. In front of that Raider bench is Barnes. Rhea off to Hood. Jada into the lane, to the basket, lays it up, off, no good. Rebound taken down by the Raiders, taken down by Katie Nelson. Works it from the near corner, back up the line, skip pass over the top. Hood almost traveled. Being watched there by Alexis Pratt. They go into the post for Johnson. Jada, double team, can't clear. Can't split that double team. There's a steal by Scalia. Sarah off to the races. Drive, one-hand layup is good. Scalia with a steal. Leads the team in steals. Now let's see, that's 7 and 15 points this half. 25 for the ballgame. 67-52. And there's another steal by the Ponies. Knocked away there by Wagner. And Pratt lays it off for Sarah Scalia. Sarah into the front court against Kaylee Nelson. Goes to the wing. Off to Amber. Clears to Alex Pratt. Pratt on the move. In the lane. Drive. Shot whistle as Alexis was fouled on the way in. And she will go to line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 42, Jada Hood.
And the foul was on Jada Hood. That is her 4th foul. Alexis with 11 points. 4 for 4 from the line.
Alexis Pratt at the line.
8 in the first half for Alexis. 11 on the night. 19 her season average. Free throw good. Ponies living the charm life. Let's see, that's 10, 15 for 15 for the line. And Amber Scanley will come out. And Tori Shute will come back in. Tori leading the JV to that win. Second one by Pratt is also good. And she has 13 points. 69-52. Ponies equal their biggest lead, 17 points. The pass in the lane to Hood. Lays it up and no good. Rebound off the hands of Nelson. Off of that far corner again for Jada Hood. Gets double team. Clearing pass back up the line. They go into the pool. It's there for Kaylee Nelson. Out to the ridge. 3 on the way by Barnes. Rhea scores. Rhea Barnes picking up her 9th three-pointer of the season. And she has 5 points. Correction, 8 was her season high in points. Into the front court. Scalia to the corner for Wagner. Clearing pass up the line. 3:30 to go. 69-55, a 14-point lead. Pratt hesitation dribble into the lane to the baseline for Wagner. Delaney may have traveled, or did we have a timeout call by Coach Willie Taylor? No, we have foul away from the ball.
Fouls on number 41, Jada Johnson.
And it's on Jada Johnson. That is her first foul. Double bonus time for the Ponies. As Alexis Pratt will go to the line. Alexis now with 13 points. 6 for 6 from the line. 7 for 7 from the line. And the lead is again 15 for the Ponies. Second one, bingo. And we have a timeout on the floor. Clock shows 3:25 to go. The Ponies by 16. They've led by as many as 17. Rankings in the state of Minnesota, again, as far as Class 2A. In Class 1A, in the state. Yeah, I think I lost it. But I remember from memory, Lyle Pacelli was ranked number 1. Goody was ranked number 2. That was in Class 1A here in the state of Minnesota. Reminder of our next Pony broadcast will be 1 week from Friday. Stillwater boys basketball from East Ridge. 6:45 broadcast time, 7 o'clock for the tip-off here on TJSportsOnline.net. Jeff Crosby sending Eiserman back on the floor. Ponies some pressure in the backcourt. Hood gets it into Johnson. Jada into the front court, being watched there by Rachel Houle. Lays it off for Hood. Jada against Pratt, right wing far side. Eiserman cut off there by Wagner, or correction by Torrey Shute. Spin move underneath, shot blocked by Houle. And the ball taken away by the Ponies. Rachel with a block. Down court, Pratt down the lane, lies it up, and it is taken away by the Raiders. No foul on that. As Alexis trying to split the double team. Eiserman bounce pass into the front court. From the ridge, 3. Nelson scores. Kaylee Nelson has her 7th point this half. She's in double figures with 11. 71-58. Pressure in the back court. Stolen away by the Raiders. Inside Johnson. And lays it up over Torrey Shute and scores. And Johnson has 18. And it's 71-60. Raiders trying to put on a charge here in the second half. Alexis Pratt. And she was fouled. Nope, Coach Willie Tieno wants a call timeout of the Ponies. Have had problems with that full court press in the last couple of minutes. And the Raiders cutting a 16 or 17 point lead down to 11. And the clock shows 2:29 to go. Our Pony broadcast schedule features two Pony basketball games. The 9th from East Ridge, and later on the 27th at home against Forest Lake. And we have one more hockey game for the Stillwater boys, and they will take on St. Thomas Academy. And that'll be out in Mendota Heights. Big ball game, or big hockey game tomorrow night at the Charles Schultz Arena, Highland Park Arena, Cretin-Durham Hall, and St. Thomas Academy. They seed only 500. That game could have taken. They could have seeded 2,000. There's Scalia getting blocked by Jada Johnson. Scalia off the inbounds pass from the back court. And Johnson stayed with her step for step and blocked her shot from behind. Inbounds pass for the Ponies. Front court, they get it in to Pratt. Alexis calling out the play under the timeline. There for Amber. Amber Scalia. That's double team. Amber. And trying to get rid of it. She's tied up. The ball. Possession belongs to Roseville. Raider basketball with 2:13 to go. And I think we've got another timeout. There we find the rankings in Class 1A. Lyle Pacelli, the Shamrocks, number 1. Then Mountain Iron Beal Hayfield, number 3. Mentioned Goody, but they've lost a couple of times. Now, 14-3, the Wildcats are number 4, followed by Managua. Number 6 is Ada Borup, Norman County West. Big Fork, number 7. Stephen Argyle, number 8. Southwest Minnesota Christian, number 9. And Mendota is ranked number 10 in the state of Minnesota. Again, we're closing in on tournament time. Last week of the regular season for girls hockey. Seeding meetings on Sunday, and the section playoffs will get underway next week. Pony girls, I know, trying to finish with the flourish, win a couple games, get up to that 10-win total. And with that, tie up the possession arrow belong to the Pony. No, they called the timeout before they jump ball. Wagner will get it in for Scalia. Sarah called upon to get it over the timeline. She does. In the lane, drive, up off glass, no good. Rayvon take it out by Jana Johnston. Johnson into the front court. 2 minutes to go. Johnson around a pick, goes inside, lays up and off. Fouled by Rachel Hool, and Rachel will have her 4th foul, her 3rd foul this half. And Jada Johnson will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Jada with 18 points, 10 of the first half. Raiders 4 for 4 for the line, make that 4 for 5. There's the first miss all night long for either team. Ponies are 18 for 18 for the line. 71-60, 71-60. It remains. Rebound, though, taken away by Jada Hood off the hands of Scalia. Skip pass over the top and underneath. Low post. Layup is up and in. Shot put up and in by Kayla Nelson. And Kayla has 9 this half. Back down court. Pony basketball. Up top for Sarah. 71-62. The lead is down to single digits for the first time in quite a while since the first half. Pratt working against Jada Hood. And we will foul away from the ball. And the foul against the Raiders. It is Jada Johnston picking up her 2nd foul. And Rachel Hool this time will go to the free throw line. Rachel with 5 this half, 8 for the ball game. 6 her season average from the court. Free throw up and 19 for 19. 10 3-pointers tonight. 19 for 19 for the line. Lead is 10, 72-62. Second one up. Second one, no good. There's their first miss. Rachel Hool strong off that back iron. Raider basketball as Eiserman into the front court. There for Drea Barnes. Eiserman, Hood, up top 3. Banks it in. Jada Hood with 9 this half. And that's her total tonight, 72-65 with 1:19 to go. And all of a sudden, things getting a little bit interesting here, as it is a 2-possession lead, or actually 3-possession lead, and a 7-point lead right now. The lead was 17. We did have one tie that was way back in the first half, and we had 5 different lead changes. That was in the first half. See if I can find any girls basketball scores from the hub here tonight. Computer's been kind of fidgety today.
Number 23, Tori Schutz back in for Stillwater.
Tori Schutz coming back in for the Ponies. And off the inbounds, Ponies get it in against the press, and it's knocked away. And off the hands of either Nelson or Scotty, they ruled that Kaylee Nelson touched it last. It'll be Pony basketball against the press in the backcourt. And there is Amber Scotty. Off to Rachel Hool from Pratt. Alexis trapped in that backcourt. She was fouled. Almost a 10-second call against the Ponies, but Pratt was fouled on a double team. And Alexis will go into the free throw line. And Jada has her 3rd foul all this half. And Alexis tonight has 15 points, including 8 for 8 from the line. 72-65 with 1:09 to go. Free throw up and good. Free throws this half. Second one by Pratt is no good. Swing and miss. 73-65. The lead is 8. Ball in the backcourt. Almost a steal by Amber Scouta. Taken away by Eisman. Tamia goes inside, leaves it up and in. Tiana Eiserman, 4th point of the half. 73-67 with 58.8 seconds to go. We have one other score in girls basketball. And Hopkins and De La Salle 49-40 in favor of the Royals. And let's see, Benilde St. Margaret's losing to St. Louis Park by 17. And those are the only other scores that I do have here on the basketball hub. 58.8 seconds to go, 73-67. Roseville again coming in at 14-3. 2 of those losses here in conference. One to Creighton-Durham Hall and 1 to Forest Lake. Only 6-4 here in the SEC, and 11-7 overall. And the girls have a matchup with the Wolfpack. Wolfpack, a great year, 14-4. That's at the stable on Friday night. And the Roseville Raider girls, they will be at Woodbury on a Friday night. And the JV, Ponies won 48-37. Against the press, Ponies to inbound backcourt. Man-to-man press. And they get it in to Scandia. Sarah was cross-court tipped away, saved by Rachel Houle. Gets it hit for Alexis Pratt. Pratt gets it in over the timeline. Pratt spins away from Eiserman, goes in the lane, and she is fouled on the way in. And she hits the floor hard. Rachel helps her up. Valuable, very valuable commodity, that young freshman. And the foul is on Kaylee Nelson. That is her second foul. And that's Pratt with 9 from the free throw line tonight, 9 of 10. Right now, a 2-possession lead at 73-67. Clock shows 47-2 to go. Alexis' free throw is good. (17 points, 19 her season average. Second free throw is also good. 75-67 on full 3-possession lead. As Jada Hood into the front court against Pratt. Gets a pick from Johnson into the lane. Left-hand layup is no good. Rebound taken away by Eiserman. Goes inside, reverse layup up and no good. And the third time down belongs to Sarah Scalia. She is held to the backcourt by Tiana Eiserman. And this time Sarah will go to the free throw line. 28.7 seconds to go. And Sarah can pretty much seal the deal. Let's see, she has, how's my math? 17, 19, 25. 25 points, makes the free throw, makes that 26. That is her season average. She's 9 for 9 from the line, 10 for 10 from the line. And the lead is now 10, 77-67. Jada Hood against Pratt. Off in the far corner for Nelson. Kayla goes inside, lays it up and off. Rebound on the floor, loose ball. Hood up top for Barnes. High post for Jada Johnson. In the corner for Eiserman. Tiana can't get it inside. Johnson goes to the lane, cut off by Rachel Houle. In the corner, Barnes 3, scores. Rhea Barnes with a 3, 8 points all this half. 77-70 with 3 seconds to go. And the Ponies will up their record to 12-7 overall, 7-4 in conference. Winners now of 7 of their last 9. And Roseville losing for just the 4th time this season. They'll drop to 6-3 in conference. And an overall mark of 14-4. Big ball game next week when Roseville will take on Cretin-Durham Hall. The game scheduled last week. Of course, that was that big snow day. So the matchup will be next week. Again, you're enjoying SEC girls basketball tonight. TJSportsOnline.net. Put a mark on your computer with that. I'm Tom Merchant. And Tom Merchant of Silver Fox is mounting the camera and the computer, keeping me alive and warm here in the crow's nest here. It's warm up here. You have about 4 or 5 cameras all up top here in the balcony. Ponies to inbound against the press. They get it in to Scout, and she is fouled immediately. Fouled by Andrea Barnes, and that is her 3rd foul. And Sarah will go to the free throw line again. She is 10 for 10 from the line all this half. 27 points. She has 3 3-pointers, 4 deuces. Free throw good. 11 for 11 from the line, 78-70. Second one by Sarah, and it's in and out. Rebound taken down by Johnson from half court at the buzzer. Going to be way short. And that's it. The final score here tonight from Roseville. Stillwater 78 and Roseville 70. First half, the Raiders had a 10-7 lead. Ponies went on a 7-point run and never looked back. We had just the one tie. That was way early, I think at 6-6. We had 5 different lead changes by the Ponies, led by 13 at half, 35-22, and won by 8, 78-70 after having a 17-point lead late in the second half. For the Raiders, Jada Hood, the point guard, great second half with 9 points her total. Jada Johnson, the 6'1 sophomore, 18 points all from the field. Tamia Ugrass, just 4 points at field goal each half. Kayla Nelson, strong second half with 9, finished the ball game with 13. And another Raider in double figures, Josie Howard, finished the ball game with 10, including 4 for 4 from the line. Drea Barnes with 8 second half points. Sarah Beheld with 2. And Tiana Iserman with 4 points. For the Ponies, Rachel Houle with 6 in the second half. And 9 points for the ball game. Ponies, by the way, had 11 three-pointers tonight. Addison Benning with 5 points, including a 3. Liz Ogren had a deuce. Sarah Scally again, 17, 27, 28 points for the junior phenom. And Alexis Pratt finished with, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. 10 points in the second half and 18 points for the ball game. And 1 point below her season average. Grace Cody with a 3 in the first half, finished the night with 7. Tori Shute had 2 threes. She finished with 6. And Amber Scally had a first half 3-pointer and her total for the night. So the Pony sweep here tonight, this time on 4 and Turf, as the JV won 48-37. And that's the story here from Roseville High School. A reminder of our next Pony broadcast 1 week from Friday. The Pony Boys will be at Eastridge to take on the Raptors. Be interesting to see how the Raiders did against Eastridge tonight. And this will be our final broadcast of Pony girls basketball. We have 2 boys basketball games and 1 hockey game to go. We have Raider basketball. Durham Hall is also one of the clients of TJ Broadcast Services. On Saturday, February 10th, the Raiders will be hosting De La Salle in a doubleheader. The girls at 5:30 and the boys at 7 o'clock. And then we'll have 2 other Raider basketball games to close out our winter broadcast schedule. And our thanks to Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater for underwriting the broadcast all this season. Call Adam Nyberg at Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty and thank him for his efforts. 651-329-5514. Speaking of credits, I want to thank Jeff Whistler, my longtime friend. Jeff is retiring at the end of this year as activities director here at Roseville High School after a long and storied career. Head coach in hockey at Hill Murray and at Matamidi, and coming over to Roseville now a few years ago to become activities director, thanks to us. And thanks to the folks, Bob Brocksterman, the athletic trainer, good friend for many years with Golden Gopher Baseball. Nice to see Bronxy again. Thanks to all of you for watching and listening. And for Tom Richard, the Silver Fox, I'm Tom Richard. Your final score here tonight, Stillwater 78, Roseville 70. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.